Good afternoon. It's Saturday, November 16th, 2024. And over the last couple of days, I've been thinking about something that I struggle with. I'm sure that there are a lot of people that struggle with this too, but usually we are not aware of some of our own failings, our own blind spots, and we need people or situations to happen in our life where kind of our eyes are open. And what I'm talking about today is the sin of self absorption. And it's one of those things that we can easily recognize in somebody else who deals with just being wrapped up in their own world. They seem like they're only concerned about their life, but we rarely see it in ourselves. And over the last couple of days, I've been thinking about it and have seen where I can be absolutely wrapped up in myself, wrapped up in my own stories, my own thoughts, my own desires, and I really fail to see or just appreciate what somebody else has to offer in terms of conversation, in terms of their thoughts or opinions, or just their life story. And so I was thinking about just why that is such a hard thing to overcome, but also just why it's an important thing for us to improve on in our life as Christians, to not be self-absorbed. And I grabbed a teaching tool, and this is just a sponge. And I thought about this as soon as I decided to put together a quick video on self-absorption, because that's what sponges do. Is they just soak up things around them. And I kind of thought, well, this is a lot like me when I am just self-absorbed in my own struggles or pain or frustrations or doubts, whatever it is, or just life circumstances, where all I do is I just kind of take up everything around me, and I become very insulated and wrapped up in my own struggles. Now, I'm not saying that we as Christians, or just as people, it's healthy to kind of just deny ourselves any time to process, to withdraw and deal with things that are frustrating in our life in hopefully a healthy way, to just take some time where we concentrate on things that we need to work on. I think that's a very healthy and very wise thing to do. But I also think as Christians, we are challenged to really try to engage with people that are around us, be genuinely interested in what they are going through, what their life story is. Yesterday, I was in a situation where we met a couple of young ladies who had stayed at our house for a couple of days, and they had a chance to share their testimony. And they mentioned a couple things, and just about their life. And I was honestly just trying to make a connection, trying to say, oh yeah, I see the world the same way, or I've dealt with that too. But I literally found myself in the middle of their story, not kind of interrupting and talking about something about myself. And I just really thought, man, I hate that. I really don't like that. That I was far too quick to speak. And I don't want to take away from their opportunity to share about who they are and their own journey of faith and belief in Jesus. And so I thought about the sponge, and I decided, I really want to think about that and really make honest efforts to spend a lot less time thinking and talking about myself and asking people questions and withholding stories about myself in an effort to really dive into what makes a person them, kind of hearing people out. Because what I've noticed is how often I am resentful towards other people who I feel like always make everything about themselves. They always want to replay some story about their own life or some life experience. And they really have very little regard for other people. And sadly, I thought that I was not one of those kind of people, but I realize I often am. So, self-absorption. I think it's important to look at it as being a sin, not just a quirk, but it can often be a sin. I do think about verses where Jesus talked about, he who wishes to save his life will lose it. He who loses his life for my sake will find it. I need to lose my own life. I need to lose my own just overly concern about my experiences and really think about other people. And that's something I'm going to be working on. So remember the sponge. Have a great day.